So yesterday, Israel allowed a trickle of aid to get into Gaza, a lot of it being food, particularly baby food. And in the words of the UN, they said it was a drop in this ocean. Israel allowed this tiny amount of aid in purely because, and in their own words, they said because we didn't want our allies to say we were committing war crimes. They didn't want to allow the food in, but they were like, we are only doing this so our allies have no justification to also say we're committing war crimes. Basically, in terms of the court cases being brought against Israel, they were like, we'll allow, I think it was 6, maybe 9 trucks in, and they need to be sending in hundreds a day. And it was also, they were like, yeah, we're not committing war crimes. Look, we sent aid in, and it was like barely enough to feed people for maybe a couple hours. And the UK, Canada, and France put out a statement being like, you guys need to fix up because what are you doing? And it's allies starting to turn on Israel, probably because they are seeing popular sentiment in their own nations turn against Israel. And for some reason, I think Eurovision might have something to do with this, because we know Israel have been spending millions of pounds or dollars or whatever trying to influence the Eurovision decision, and now we're seeing broadcasters being like, what is going on with this Eurovision thing? Like, none of our polling suggested anyone wanted to give votes to Israel, and somehow Israel got a bunch of votes. And we know Israel, I think last year, were looking into trying to like rig things by getting people to mass vote for Israel, so it's like a political win for them somehow. So, yeah, Israel allowing a drop of aid in, unfortunately, it's not. For the people who got the food, it's fantastic. It's amazing. We need more in there. But remember, Israel is trying to play political games. An update on the aid. So even though the aid trucks managed to get into Gaza, and not all of them having food in them, the UN came out and said they've not had the means to be able to actually distribute the food. So the trucks that had food in them got into Gaza, a couple of them, and then the UN were trying to coordinate with Israel being able to distribute the food aid, and Israel are just being like taking the long game. So even though the food is there, it's not been able to be distributed to the people who need the food. It's the kind of country Israel is.